angry guy here, and she's furious that foreign women are taking black men. So she's furious that foreign women are taking black men. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
When a man tells you he loves you and he has not tried to upgrade your lifestyle or your well-being to put you in a better situation, he's just trying to love bomb you to get you to lower your guard so he can drag you straight to hell.
First of all, why does a man want to love bomb a woman just to drag her to hell? But the even more important question is, why does a man have to improve your life? Why does it have to make you happy? Why does he have to correct your errors? And why does he have to help you to deal with the consequences from making messed up decisions in your life? Besides, in my humble opinion, a woman has to prove herself to the man that she is worth for him to put time, energy, money, and effort into this woman's life. Because really, if you really want to go there, the woman has to be an asset to the man's life. Since he's going to be the breadwinner, he's going to be the provider and the protector. You got to make sure that you prove yourself to a man that you are worth all of that. See, some ladies don't really give much in a relationship, but they do have a whole lot they want to receive from the man. Gifts, attention, money, and sometimes even a stepfather for their children. A man is supposed to provide all of these things, act according to the woman's standards, and if he doesn't behave simpish enough, doesn't put her on a pedestal every time she blinks her eyes, women tend to step out of the relationship like, okay, alright. I need you guys to pay attention to the caption on the clip. It says, when a man is trying to manipulate you, part 2. I would love to see part 1, but I couldn't find it. If anybody finds it, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to see it. But let's count the amount of times that women manipulate men and drag them to hell. Let's begin with fake attitudes. A woman will act nice until it's time for her to show her true colors. False accusations. How many of you guys or men, gentlemen, have experienced that in a relationship? Some of them even lie about the man being the baby father. And how many women, gentlemen, you tell me, how many women get married, file for divorce, and get half of what the man has worked for all of his life? But men are out here trying to manipulate women? Interesting. Some women are really not interested in the man or in his well-being, because if they would be interested in that, they would be willing to self-correct, improve their behavior so they can bring some improvement into your life. But as long as some of these ladies don't understand that they are part of the problem when it comes to the dynamics between American men and women, they will never change their mindset, they will never adjust their attitudes, and even worse, they will never correct their actions. I gotta work on my pronunciation, I'm sorry. I mean, let's look at the family dynamic statistics in America. 70 to 80% of Americans claim that their dynamics within their families are dysfunctional. I mean, I really have seen much of it when I lived in America myself, and when I met my husband. I have seen what was going on in his environment, friends and family wise. And here are some things that I observed were missing in those households. Love, empowerment, hygiene standards, a set daily routine. Everybody was pretty much doing them. There was no unity, there was no empathy, and there wasn't a father figure around. And this is not something that only I observed. I have female friends who went to America, lived in America, and they are telling me the same thing. But only somebody from outside of that environment is able to tell what's missing when they have experienced and lived all of these things. Women I know who are married to Americans, including myself, know what's missing in these guys' lives and try to replace that, some of it at least. Meaning, when you are able to have a woman by your side who actually cares about you and your well-being, she will take all of these things in your life that were missing in your life, take all of that as a motivator to do everything that's in her power to make you feel good. Whether if it's a set daily routine, whether if it's empowerment. But meanwhile, there are women out there who don't understand that concept. You think European women or Middle Eastern women don't have any trauma? You think we never experience anything negative in our lives? Everybody has problems, I understand that, but there are different ways to deal with that. My problem that I have cannot become my husband's problem. If I'm unhappy, it's not his problem, because that's something that I create within myself, you know? But you have so many women out there who just love to be the victim their whole life. They want to be saved by Superman, but they want that Superman to be a simp. How is that going to work? They are not willing to heal themselves. And if so, they don't know how to heal themselves. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to do none of that. And they want to drag the man to hell right along with them, if you ask me. Most European women, from what I know, even in my environment, who are married to Americans, they enjoy life with the average American guy every single day. They appreciate one another. They are not looking for a man who is willing to improve their life. They are not looking for a man who is willing to erase their messed up past. It's not about that. They are living for the present, because that's what counts. And if you can create a beautiful future together for one another, that's even better. I don't even understand the concept of these high value women not being able to date down an average man, but they don't have no idea that no high value man is willing to deal with their problems. What high value man on this planet would want to deal with an average woman and her problems? I would love to know.
My mind, and you know what's on my mind, so
Find joy in the simple things, but unfortunately for a lot of westernized women, and many of them are based in the United States, the simple things are not good enough. They're not good enough because these women's standards are too high. And I also know that there are a lot of caring women in America who love their partners. No doubt about that. Why is it that there are so many single women with great education, great looks, great health, but they are still single? It is easy to get a man. Any woman can get a man. And it's nothing special for a woman to walk down the street in skimpy clothes and all men are looking. Honey, that doesn't make you special. Any woman can get that attention. And it also doesn't make you special if you're out there thinking that you are the ish just because everybody's looking at you. Any woman can do that. The key is, can you keep a man? And a lot of women out there don't know how to keep a man at the age of 35. Here is a disappointment though, ladies. While you and your requirements, or your requirements and your standards are sky high, your sexual marketplace value is getting low and lower and lower. But you refuse to see that. Gentlemen, today's message to you is, you were not put on this planet to make women happy. Of course, don't go around and break their hearts and do injustice to them. No, I am not saying that. But you are not here to improve anybody's life if they haven't proven to you first that they are worth it. I mean, is there any woman out there that's like, oh yeah, I'm willing to date a man and take him in and give him a car and pay for his video games and pay for, I don't know, his basketball game subscription. I don't know what else is out there like that. I have not seen one woman who is willing to do all of this for a man. But when the shoes are on the other feet, a man is just supposed to open his wallet. Just don't say nothing. Just open your wallet. Just let the woman have access to all of your money, cards, and bank statements. So thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I am always willing to have discussions with you guys. Other than that, give it a like, give it a dislike, and stay tuned for more.
So I find this pretty interesting. Shout out to Soraya. I mean, guys, what men are going through in Western society is absolutely ridiculous. And what these women are really saying is that they're furious that the men are no longer giving them what they want. The men are not simping for them. The men are not opening up their wallets for them. The men are not bending over backwards for them. The men are saying, you know what? I'm the prize. I have the value. I'm not going to play your game. And they are furious about it because these women don't know how to compete. They have been getting everything for free for so long, they cannot compete. They want a guy who's going to give them everything, take care of them, but at the same time, he's also going to be a simp and allow them to do whatever they want. I was actually sent this over by one of my subscribers, and he wanted me to talk about this, and this is a perfect opportunity. She actually said this. She wants him to be Superman, but she also wants him to be a simp. This is insanity. Look at this. I love you, Lois, old simp. I love you, Superman. All right. But then look at what she's thinking. Is he really the best I can get? You know what's really happening in her mind right now? She's thinking about Batman. She's thinking about Batman. Let's not fool around. Let's not dance around it. Batman is a thug. Batman is a thug. This dude is for the streets. Okay? Batman is not family orientated like that. Yes, he has some sons. Yes, he has the Bat family, but Batman is for the street. And in her mind, she's now with Superman, old Captain Savior, and she's already thinking, you know, who can I get that's better? Who's better than this guy? Who's better than this simp? And she's thinking about Batman, which is funny because Batman would just curb her. Men need to wake up. Men need to stop fooling around. They have to understand that they have the value, and that these women, for them, this is just one big game. This is just an endless game for them. They think they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and they'll continue to get whatever they want. Men need to stop this. Men have to stop this nonsense because these black women, they've never had to compete for men. Black women, white women, all of these women in Western society, especially the United States, they have never had to compete for a man. All they know is shaming language. All they know is making demands. They never had to develop themselves or work on themselves. That's why you have people who are like a 4 or a 5 with these giant egos, because as a result of social media, you have all these simps telling 4s and 5s that they're 9s and 10s. So they go out and they spend 10, 20 years thinking that they're 9s and 10s and that they're perfect and special. They never work on their personalities. They never develop themselves. And then they're surprised when they can't even land a date anymore. They're surprised when men are just walking away, don't want to speak to them, don't want to have anything to do with them, just walking away from relationships with them. And guess what? They did it to themselves. Men, gentlemen, you have to wake up and realize also when you go overseas, don't just jump into a first relationship with the first lady. If she's special, if you think she's special, all right, go and meet some other women first. Doesn't mean you have to curb her. Doesn't mean you have to cut her off. But if she is the right one for you, she will wait for you. You can still spend time with her, but you need to be going out regularly and actively with other women, talking to other women, dating other women. And she needs to compete for you. If she wants you that bad, she will make every opportunity to get to know you, to spend time with you. She will try her best to stand out from the pack. And she will realize that as a high value man, what do you have? You have options. So she's going to compete with all those other women. Women in Western society, they don't know anything about that. That's the reason why they're so deep in their masculine energy and they're comfortable boasting about their body counts and what they're doing. This is something women in other countries won't do. You can ask them and they might playfully joke about it. You've never been intimate with a guy before, and they're like, ha ha ha, no. And it's obvious that they're not being honest, but they're not gonna come right out and say like, oh, I've done this and this and this. Even the worst of them, they know how to curb it. They know how to not talk about it. Even a girl who works in a place where you go to see ladies of the night, they're not going to admit to their body count, even to a customer, even though they're not going to admit to it because they know not to do that. All right? Even if it's right there and obvious and they can't lie about it, they'll just say, I'm not going to talk about it. Or I don't know. All right? Even if because they know that it's not something they should be proud of. It's not something they should be boasting about. It's not something they should be telling a man. And Western women, they feel proud of it. Comparing numbers. You have a lot of these Western women that are literally exchanging thoughts and ideas with other women on how to get guys to buy them free meals. Like, this is some real bum activity, man. Like, who does things like this? Men of value have to walk away. And you have to know you're the prize. And when you go overseas, you need to try different women, different cultures. Don't try just one. Spread it out a bit. Don't get married right away. Really, no one should be getting married at this point. There's no reason why any man should be getting married at this point. Okay? If a woman is pressuring you for marriage, then she's not the one for you. Okay? Because most women who like you, they know they will accept a relationship, cohabitation, and a partnership like that. And I think that's the best way it works right now. And they are going to understand, as a high value man, you have options. So you can always walk out at any given moment and go and get someone else. And that's the way you're supposed to keep it for the rest of your life. She should always know at the back of her mind, you can walk out on her at any given moment and go and find someone else. So she has to make sure that she is always doing everything in her power to please you, to be a good wife, to make sure your home is comfortable, to make sure you're happy with her, you're happy with the home, you're happy with your family, you're happy with the kids, that you are at peace. She has to be your peace, and she has to also be on your purpose. You have to have a purpose as a man. Your purpose should never be a woman. If your purpose is a woman, then that's only a path to misery. You should have your purpose, and she should be on your purpose, supporting your purpose, on your mission, and wanting to help you to achieve your mission. That's the only thing she should be doing. Okay? This nonsense about, well, I'm on my thing and you're on your thing, and we can do our own things, but we can be together. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay? It does not work like that. She has to be on your schedule. She has to be supporting you and what you want to do. Guys, what do you think regarding this? Black women are furious that foreign women are taking black men. What are your thoughts on this? I want to know your thoughts, guys. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and share.